I have the good fortune of working with a number of gentlemen who work in the aviation space, and the owner and CEO of their company is incredibly well dressed, spends a lot of time in Europe, and sets the bar quite high as far as the fashion of that particular company. So one of the questions I'm often posed is how to push the boundaries or be a step ahead of what's happening here in the States. And today we'll discuss the concept of a double-breasted jacket. This particular one is part of a suit. You certainly could do a sport coat or blazer in a double-breasted style, but like everything in menswear, what's old is new again. And so some things you'll want to be cognizant of if you decide to commission a double-breasted jacket is, first of all, the shoulders. This is a standard natural shoulder. A rope shoulder would have more of a ridge and is often a hallmark of a British designed garment. And it's a stronger shoulder, so it's got more of that military design to it, but this particular one certainly works in this outfit. The width of the lapel, if you look at this jacket, that's a 3-inch lapel, and that's simply the measurement from side to side at the widest point of the lapel. With a peak, again, men's fashion being color and proportion, you want to think about the size of the chest of the gentleman that is commissioning this jacket. But for me, this is a bit on the trimmer side for a peak style lapel. I went 3 3/4 on this particular jacket. If you look at absolute style mavens like Angel Ramos or any of the other icons that are pushing the boundaries, Lapa Elkin being another one, you're going to see lapels that are huge, going out beyond 4 inches. And so that's really a personal preference. But as a general rule, a double-breasted is going to be a wider lapel, as it will always be a peak as opposed to a notch style lapel. The buttons on a double-breasted jacket, you have essentially two options. This is a 4-buttoned double-breasted jacket. Typically, you'll just button that top button right there. There is also a 6-button double-breasted jacket, which would be this. And in that particular case, you have the option to button both the top 2 buttons or just the middle button. Again, the rule of thumb is sometimes, always, never if it's a 3-button jacket. And the last detail I'll discuss with the double-breasted style here is the bottom opening. So I'm wearing a standard rounded bottom opening. This is a square cut. And with a double-breasted jacket, you would always have a square cutaway for the bottom of the jacket. It's just one of the things that pulls the whole garment together. Trouser-wise, if you're looking to wear something that's a little bit more European and fashion forward, like a double-breasted, I would not go with a flat front trouser here. In other words, no pleat down the front. I would suggest a single or even a double pleat, probably a single pleat if you've never done one before. And then on this trouser, there's a plain bottom. In other words, no cuffs on the bottom. If you were putting together an outfit, in my estimation, the way to combine all of the details so it would look most European would do a single pleat on the trouser and then a cuff on the bottom. Generally, a 2-inch cuff is what I recommend, as it's a little bit taller than the standard 1.5-inch cuff. So it clearly states that you've put some thought into designing a European style outfit. Last thing that I'll share is, again, going back to that idea of color and proportion. With this outfit, you've got a double striped shirt here, solid colored suit. If you're going to pair it up with a solid tie, it has to be the perfect match of green. In other words, it has to be absolutely in the same color family. That would work. It's a nice textured silk boucle. This is a micro geometric that introduces a really beautiful indigo design. Of the different ties I looked at for this particular outfit, I like this the best, as again, it's got that perfect green. It's a textured silk tie with a really aggressive paisley, especially being a solid pattern right here. This would complement the double stripe in the shirt right there. So as you're looking at your late summer, early fall outfits, consider doing something a little bit more aggressive, more European as a double-breasted jacket. Happy dressing, my friends.